Hi, everyone. This is Melissa Ferrer Smith, Forward Thinking Consultants. I'm excited to have a guest speaker, Fanny Denigan from Pathlinks, who brings great contents in regards to branding and values for individuals and organizations. How are you, Fanny? Thank
I'm
you.
great. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
It's
it's a pleasure
exciting.
to have you. I thought it would be ideal for us to just really have a casual discussion and talk
Yeah.
about how things are changing. Most important, how are you and your family, and how is everyone managing through COVID-19?
It's been an adjustment period, and I was just talking to a friend the other day saying sometimes I feel like within my day I go through a whole range of emotions. Getting to kind of like a new normal where, we're all working from home. My husband and myself are working from home. The kids are learning from home. It's been nice to have all of us together for dinners, and I mean, certainly not running around town
Yes,
to
yes.
different networking events anymore, but then I'm able to, join virtual events, and it's just an adjustment, but I'm able to kind of catch up on books that I've been meaning to read and courses I've been meaning to take.
Mhm.
So that part of it has been very productive.
Yes, I agree. The same thing for us. We've been kind of here, and you kind of get yourself into a routine, and it works. And
Yes.
you find new things that you're like, I'm grateful for this time at home. So I wanted to highlight, Fanny, a little bit more about your business. If you can share how you promote Pathlinks, what is the importance of the branding, your personal branding or branding of an organization? What's your typical advice that you give people day to
I feel
day?
like I wear two hats. On one hand, I help corporations with their employer brand. And then on the other hand, I help individuals with their personal brand. It's slightly different, but at the same time, a lot of parallels. For the individual corporate professional, I always say it's really important to right now kind of like update your LinkedIn profile, get all the things in there to showcase your expertise, your values, share with people things that you're reading, share the latest news. And most of all, I think as an individual, really create value for the audience. Find the top three things that you have expertise and experience around. Share advice, share tips, share best practices, share mistakes to avoid around your topic. I think we're in the spirit of giving right now. All the more important to share what we've learned, share what we know, and how that can help people in their work. So I think as individuals, that's definitely something that um, we can definitely cultivate right now, and even more so because all eyes are online.
Yes,
And then
absolutely.
on the corporate side, I think it's a great opportunity to develop white papers, develop webinars, develop mini courses, develop tip sheets, all these kind of information to better serve your clients.
Mhm.
And anything to help your clients get through these challenging periods, and also like anything that can suggest to your clients how to better plan for things,
Mhm.
how to improve business processes, all those kind of things. um, Give it away right now. People just need some guidance, I think, right now. And I think now's the time for people are, I think, in a space of learning right
Mhm.
now.
It is.
And I think that's a great time for corporations to offer up all those kind of different resources. And that way, people are going to remember that whether you're an individual or in a corporation, your audience is going to remember all this value that you've given during this challenging times, so that when we come out of all this, you'll be top of mind.
I think the organizations now have an opportunity and are doing a fantastic job to share their beliefs and their values because COVID
Absolutely.
is so, it's all about the people and the employees and who you
Yeah.
serve. And it's important that they can highlight, how sensitive, how empathetic they are to all the
Yes.
people they serve. And only those organizations who are really progressive in their thinking, organizations who are really have their day to day tied to their values, are the ones
Yeah.
that are going to come across genuine and sincere. They're the ones who are going to attract new talent for the future. And of course, customers, we love to partner and shop and buy and acquire services from organizations who treat their customers and their employees well, and they market that well.
And it's a great time to collaborate, just like what we're doing.
It is
Right?
absolutely.
Find like-minded individuals, find like-minded companies, like-minded organizations, and do partnerships,
Mhm.
do collaborations, do interviews.
Mhm.
And that's a great way to create content and create value for the audience as well. Because now your connections can see me, my connections can see yours,
Mhm.
and it's a win-win, right?
Mhm.
It's a great way to co-brand with other companies and other individuals that share our values.
Right. That whole link, Fanny, of making the connection, it's
Mhm.
very important for the future and even post COVID-19. The talent acquisition group is going to be even more challenged, right? Because you're interviewing, you're selling the company, and you're doing all of these things that may be virtual.
Yeah.
And how do you do that? How do you really sell that point, of belief and to make the connection?
Video's a great
Video,
tool
right? It's
to
a great.
do that, right? Short of meeting people face to face, short of, having in-person interactions,
Mhm.
videos is the next best thing. We can still really share authentically, and people can see our body language, our way of communication. And I think video is the next best thing to
Yes.
being in person.
Yes, and being very mindful and genuine in your message. What advice, Fanny, would you give individuals and businesses out there coming out,
Yes.
hopefully out of COVID-19? How do they continue to share that value of branding, doing it today and continuing to do it to the, what are those 2 or 3 points of advice that you could give?
For me, it's always been about creating content, right?
Mhm.
Create content to connect with your audience. And whether we're in challenging times or predictable times, create content, because that's how you have that dialogue with your audience, with potential clients, with existing clients. And I don't think it should ever stop, whether we're in these COVID-19 times or not, or past it. Always create content to educate people, to inform people, to inspire people, and to entertain people. There's a stability around always being consistent. And so you show up during the good times and you show up during the bad times. People feel that dependability from you and feel that consistency from you. And I think that way it offers and more trust and builds a more solid foundation.
Well, Fanny, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I
Thank you.
love to refer, if someone wants to get started with their individual branding or branding of an organization, please feel free to reach out to Fanny. And thank you for joining me and forward.
Thank you.
And if you have questions for Fanny or myself, in my role has to do with strategy of the business, just feel free to post your questions and we'll correspond back with you. Thank you for
Thank
joining.
you for doing what you do, Melissa, and
Thank,
highlighting all these benefits for organizations.
thank you. You all have a great one and stay safe.